Adelaide Brighton Cement manufacturing facility at Birkenhead, South Australia, is known for the quality cement it produces that is helping build a better Australia. Essential to this is having a well-maintained plant that is not only efficient, but has the highest performing environmental controls. We've just embarked on our 2021 annual shutdown, where we do all our major maintenance for the plant. This year's annual shutdown was longer than usual and spanned 40 days to allow us to undertake our annual maintenance, as well as replace sections of the kiln shell and install a tertiary air system.
With an excess of 600 contractors inducted on our shutdown, all working side by side, undertaking critical tasks with a low margin for error in the middle of a worldwide pandemic, it has been a rewarding challenge. Our people are our greatest assets at all times.
The kiln refractory is the lining that protects the kiln steel shell from the extreme heats that can be as high as 1400 degrees. When the kiln is in operation, we carefully monitor the refractory to make sure there are no hot spots that could damage the kiln. Hot spots can also mean that we have air ingress, which reduces the amount of clinker we produce and can increase the energy requirements. Like other years, the repair of these hot spots was a critical part of our shutdown program, with thermal imaging and drones used to identify what repairs were required.
Periodically, we can use drones to get to spots in the kiln that we can't see from our walks around. We can really spot areas that would otherwise go unnoticed until a shutdown, where it might be a bit too late to plan these jobs properly. For us, it's a really good tool to get prepared for our shutdowns. It's making it easy to plan things, and when things are planned better, they go smoother. And when things go smoother, people work in safer environments.
This year we also replaced segments of the kiln that were showing signs of stress and damage. This is a very tricky job that required meticulous planning. We've shipped around 180 tonnes of kiln sections to site, with the added complexity of COVID pressures on shipping schedules. We checked, double-checked and triple-checked, so we were confident that all the sections would fit. The largest single section lifted was around 70 tonnes. That involved a 450-tonne crane at the top end of its range, a highly skilled operator and literally millimetres in tolerance for error. Most days we have 5 or 6 cranes active over all the work fronts on such a small footprint that need to be managed carefully so that everyone can go home safely. During this shutdown, we also used it as an opportunity to install a tertiary air system. Not only was it a win for the environment, but it has also improved the plant's efficiency.
One of the major projects we've got happening here this year is the return of what we call our tertiary air waste. It's a product so fine that it would normally be taken off site that we'll be turning back into product instead of sending to landfill. So huge environmental initiative here.
Managing risks is a huge part of shutdown planning. Risks range from the physical works right through to the mental toll it takes on people. Our planning focused on identifying all possible risks and managing them. Key to this was, before the shutdown, we built sufficient stockpiles to meet demand. We made sure our stakeholders were informed and up to date on our plans. We set clear safety expectations of work safe, home safe. We debriefed every day to demonstrate visible leadership. Dedicated COVID marshals were present to reinforce our expectations as well as care for our people. We moved to digital permits to allow greater transparency that people had the correct licenses to safely do the task. Shutdowns like this one demonstrates that AdBri is always ready for the next challenge. In future shutdowns, we'll continue to look for ways to safely incorporate plant and process improvements that drive efficiencies, improves environmental outcomes, as well as incorporates ways to meet our customers and the community's expectations around sustainability.